All right, I don't know if y'all almost had a heart attack like us, but wow, what an exciting game. I just can't say enough about, first off, hats off to the three-headed monsters. They are obviously well coached with Gary, and they come out, they fight hard, they play hard, and obviously a team that we could possibly see again in the playoffs. But I thought our team showed what a team really is when it comes down to working together and sticking together no matter what. We did that. We had some early foul trouble, obviously with our players. We put the other team in a bonus, but the second half was just phenomenal. Hats off to ISO Joe. I mean, we call him Joe, but I mean, ISO Joe was just amazing to have him on our team. To have Al out there battling. Reggie Evans is not an easy guy to guard, and he took the challenge and fought hard. Jamario Moon came in, did a great job of fighting hard on the inside, and then, you know, knocking down some shots for us. And double A, just being ready, playing, you know, the one, playing the three, whatever it is that we need. And again, knocking down shots. We had some challenging moments out there, but it's about the teamwork. It's about staying together. And Joe said it when we were down probably by 12 maybe, that we're going to win.
37-23.
There you go. Exactly, at 37-23, that we're going to win this game. And so, you know, it's about that winning attitude that takes you over the hump. And you just, if anybody learns anything, it's never give up. Questions?
Timothy with Technical Foul Podcast. With this win, I know you guys still have to wait one more. You need a little bit of help to clinch the playoff spot, but it don't look like nobody can stop y'all right now. Do you have any team out there that you think that could give y'all issues? I don't.
Well, we respect every single team we face, and any team can be beaten on any given evening, night, afternoon, and we know that. We would never dismiss any team and say that we could win it or that they could beat us. But what we do know is that we feel confident in what our game plan is, the players that we have, and the togetherness that we have. Our team chemistry is outstanding, and I do believe from my experience in winning championships that this type of team chemistry is definitely what it takes to win.
Sheena Quick, Fox Sports Joe. Countless game winners. Today, a fadeaway four-pointer. What does that say for your confidence and where you are right now in the season?
Man, I take those shots as rhythm shots. Obviously, it was a step back, so, and I was going pretty much left. But I mean, man, those are shots that you practice in front of y'all as kids.
I was open, man.
Hey,
Just saying, we made it.
and maybe he probably was, but I didn't see nobody but the door at this point. I know I had, when they switched and I had my mood on me, I know I could get my shot off, so I just wanted to, get over there by the 4-pointer, that way I can step back and get the shot off, and luckily it went in for us.
Tasha from Quick Out the Blocks. This is not the first time that you guys had to come back with a second half victory. And I'm sure it's not intentional that you're down at the first half and you probably want to be in a little bit of a different scenario at halftime. But what is it that you see? Is it the halftime speeches, or is it some type of nuances or anything that you guys see in the first half that you're able to pick up and rebound in the second half for those victories?
I mean, we know we're going to 50. Really only one game we led probably the season. So we been playing down probably last R5, we 6-1. So yeah, so 6 games we been playing down pretty much. So yeah, we just know we gotta get to 50 quicker than they do, and it's a sense of urgency. Just we don't have selfish guys. So whoever the numbers call, we just come out ready, and we know where the ball need to go when it need to get there, and we just me, Al, Teddy, Moon, we all just feed off of Joe. So.
But we as the guys, whoever starts the game, man, we gotta help ourselves out and get out to a better start, because we get behind the 8 ball, and then now all of a sudden, now we starting to push and we working hard, and it's an uphill climb, and it gets hard when it gets toward the end. Just like, obviously when we played against Power, we closed the gap, but we had exerted so much energy getting back in the game that we couldn't close. But we talk about it, man. We go through game plans, but for whatever reason, we hadn't been getting off the great starts. But some way, somehow, we got to start finding out how to get off to better starts.
Actually, and this is a game that, this game and last game, we weren't behind. We were 10 points behind like we had been. So we're learning more and more, and we're learning to close that gap. I think at the time when the clock was having a problem, the score was like 8-10, or it was 6-10, and we hit a free throw 8-10. So that's better than, usually we're like 2-12, you know? So I feel like, I try to look at the positive side. We're getting better at it, but yes, you know, Joe's right. We have to find a way to try and stop spotting teams 10 points, you know, 15 points, and then the guys have to work so much harder to get the win. But at the same time, I appreciate their heart and effort to do that and close gaps, and the defense picks up, and you know, we were able to hold them. They were on 37 for quite some time just for us to even make that run. And so again, a team effort. We'll figure it out. But I thought overall, I mean, wow, what an amazing game, right? Did you guys enjoy that? That's awesome. Any more questions?
Jack Money from CBS Sports for Joe. Just another big game. Just what do you think what you've done this season says about where your game is still at, later in your career? But
I mean, this is obviously a different game,
right.
You know, half court, but you know, I take care of my body, man. I try to stay in great shape, and obviously having a great coach and Lisa and teammates, you know, who put their trust in me. So, you know, for me, man, I take care of myself throughout the week, and when it comes to weekend, I know I got to be prepared to play, and do whatever it takes to help my team get over the hump.
Noah Olsen, UWM Post. Joe, obviously, it was incredible second half comeback, and you shouldered the load on the offensive end. Did you know that four-pointer was going in when it left your hands?
It felt good. Honestly, it felt good.
Chris Porter, TwitterSports.org. The Three-Headed Monsters featured an offensive attack that featured all their players scoring, 3 of them scored in double digits. What kind of adjustments do you make in your game that kind of account for that? When it's not, it's not just one guy going off, it's 2, 3 players. How do you tend to stop that when you're playing defense?
Well, it's fine. The problem is they probably shot more free throws if we really get into it, where most of their points came from, you know, free throw line. When I just look at 8 free throws, you know, or whomever, there was a lot of free throws that happened. Their offense was definitely more balanced than some of the other teams that we faced. But I thought also we did a pretty good job defensively. I mean, Mahmoud kind of got off. I think this is probably one of his best games of the year, if I'm not mistaken, where he was able to hit some shots and challenged our guards. They spread the floor and tried to go one-on-one quite a bit, and they were successful at times. And then, you know, Reggie Evans does what he does inside with the big guys, just really wrecking havoc. So we were prepared for, you know, all the players and what they were capable of doing, but they definitely hit some shots that statistically I would have said, you know, to them, usually they don't hit this many shots, but they shot the ball well. Hey, you got to think, the bullseye is on our back. We're the Triplets. You know, obviously with Power being the reigning champions, you know, we're clearly the top teams and the teams that teams want to beat. So we're getting their best basketball and having to find a way to win.